They said he was just a driver, a man meant to serve, not to speak. But when a billionaire woman hired him just to prove a point, she never expected the truth he carried, or the night that would change them both forever. Sometimes, life puts people together for reasons we can't see, reasons that test our hearts, our pride, and our humanity. Marcus, a black single father, had been through enough: racism, rejection, and the weight of raising a child alone. And yet, he never stopped believing in kindness. But tonight, he'd meet someone who didn't believe in kindness at all. A woman with power, money, and a heart frozen by hate, until fate melted it. The city never sleeps, and neither did Marcus. A single black father, working nights as a private driver just to keep food on the table for his little girl, Amara. Every night he'd whisper, "Daddy's coming home soon." But that night was different. His phone buzzed with a request, a new client, Miss Whitford. The name alone sounded rich, powerful, untouchable. Marcus sighed, adjusted his worn tie, and drove off. When she stepped into the car, silence filled the air. Her perfume smelled expensive, but her words, sharp. "Don't talk unless I ask," she said coldly, pulling her fur coat tighter. Marcus only nodded, focusing on the road. He'd heard it before, the quiet judgment, the discomfort in her eyes. To her, he was invisible, until fate forced her to see him. Rain began to fall, heavy and loud. Suddenly, the car jerked, the road ahead blocked by a fallen tree. "We'll have to wait it out," Marcus said softly. But Miss Whitford glared. "I pay you to drive, not talk." Minutes passed. Then thunder roared, and the car went silent. Dead engine, no lights, no heat, just darkness and the sound of rain pounding on metal. Marcus took off his jacket and offered it to her. "You'll catch a cold," he said gently. She hesitated, then accepted. That tiny moment broke something inside her, the wall she'd built around her heart. She looked at him for the first time, not as a driver, not as a man beneath her, but as someone human. "You have a family?" she asked quietly. Marcus smiled faintly. "A little girl. She waits up for me every night. I promised her a better life." The billionaire woman's eyes softened. "I once had a promise like that," she whispered. "But money, it takes everything before you realize you have nothing left." Hours passed. They talked, laughed a little, and when the storm finally cleared, she wasn't the same. Neither was he. A week later, Marcus was called to the Whitford Corporation. He thought he was in trouble. Instead, he found her standing beside her board members. "Ladies and gentlemen," she said, "meet our new head of logistics, a man who reminded me that character, not color, defines worth." The room fell silent. Marcus stood frozen, tears burning his eyes. For the first time, someone saw him not for his past, but for who he was. And when he got home that night, his daughter ran into his arms. "Daddy, are we rich now?" she asked. He smiled softly. "No, baby, we're blessed." Because sometimes fate doesn't knock. It rides in the back seat, waiting for you to believe in second chances. In a world where pride blinds and hate divides, one act of kindness can rewrite an entire life. If this story touched your heart, remember, real power isn't in money or status, it's in humanity.